2 passing 20.8 and planning on 35 left.
Flight 623, contact approach on 120.8.
So I'm curious. So I changed out the, oh, there we go. So people are moving. Still frozen in time, but they're moving. I changed the plug-in for
Flight 623, dim approach at dog, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 35 right.
ground traffic.
At dog, cleared RNAV Zulu, 35 right, frontier 623.
Southwest 3591, number 11 o'clock, 21 miles.
Right, Southwest 3591.
Southwest 3591, heading 020 to join final, cleared visual approach, showing 35 left.
020, join the final, clear visual 35 left, Southwest 3591.
ABEX 3171 heavy, reduce speed to 210.
210 on the speed, 3171 heavy.
Southwest 3591, maintain 210 knots.
210, Southwest 3591. Visual 34 right, Southwest 827.
ABEX 3171 heavy, turn left heading 020 and Southwest 35 left, localizer.
ABEX 3171.
All right, let's get the show on the road. All right, first things first, let's get this flight plan on file. Looks like we can take off Arlington VFR. Yeah, there's no clouds, no wind, no issue. So we'll file this IFR because we're in Class Alpha airspace. Anything above 18,000 feet, you have to be under IFR. VFR is only under 18,000. So we're going to do 220. It's pretty much a straight shot south, but I guess you could do even or odd in this case, but it looks like airport's just a little bit west of Arlington, so we'll try with even for westbound traffic. If it was VFR, yeah, like 16,000, you do 16,500. VFR is plus 500. All right, we got a little bit of a tailwind, I think. Yep, tailwind. 34 knot tailwind, nice. Already got this fuel calculated up to about 248 gallons of fuel. Arlington's altimeter is 30.53. Wind calm. Portland is landing west. November 1399, B350, slant Golf, 22,000. All that looks good. Flight plan filed successfully. So these are just the frequencies. So we've got CTAF 122.72 for our traffic pattern. And then we'll contact approach on what do I prefer? Let's do 120.4. I'll write down this one in case that frequency doesn't work. 128.5 is for Seattle approach and AWAS. If it was IFR, if it was IMC conditions, then we would take off using this procedure, the Arlington 2, but we're just going to take off without that today. And then we're going to go from Payne to Seattle VOR, and then from Seattle do the crater to arrival into Portland. And looks like they're landing west right now, so we'll go this way for west transition. So all that's fine. We're not turbojet, so that doesn't matter to us. And we'll plan on the RNAV Yankee 10 left, actually. I'll plan on ILS 28 right. It's 300 radar for that, so that's fine. And we'll park down here at the FBO, which is Atlantic FBO. Let's refresh our weathers. 6 knot down 28. Okay. There's no weather, very low turbulence, very little clouds actually. The tops are pretty low, so we'll be not flying in much clouds today. And there is 0 ice, so we are good to go. All right, we are here in our handy dandy airplane, so let's get her set up. Let's try that again. All right, we need 124. Per wing. Check the oil. As Nate Bargeski says, the oil. If you're wondering who Nate Bargeski is, he is probably the funniest clean comic ever to live. I just saw him in one of his tours in Alabama, Montgomery actually. Super funny guy. If anyone likes clean comedy, like Jim Gaffigan type clean, Nate is actually the king, in my opinion, of clean comedy. The guy's so freaking funny. All right, let me see what Arlington. If this thing is working, nope, it's not working. Let me see. 24. See if I can get the fuel cost on my iPad. Just curious how much fuel is. Fuel is looks like they don't have jet. So we'll just say 644. Actually it'd be cheaper, right? So we'll just say $3. And this was 124. So 373. and that's half, right? So it'd be times 4. So $1,400 basically. In real world numbers, or at least approximate. Apparently in real world they don't actually have jet fuel here, which is what this airplane takes. All right, walk around inspection and fuel, bleh, all good to go. Gotta stoop it through the door here. Apparently you have to walk sideways. Gotta do this shuffle. All right, we got 28 external. We should have 22 on the battery. Good to go. Turn on the battery. External power is available. Connect that. Should be 28 volts now. Yep, good to go. Let's turn on our nav and tail lights. Gentile lights are good. Reset. Get those lights on. Fuel is good. Give the fuel cutoff valve a check here. Make sure it closes. Good on the left. Good on the right. Turn those off. Check the O2. Oxygen is 28. Battery bus up normal. Engine anti-ice on. $450, $410, $400, $250, $200, $200. Just trying to get the CG right. Apply that. Passengers are all on board. Safety briefing. Check our E-lights here. Can't wait to see what they come out with this plane for XP11. It's gonna be pretty cool. I haven't heard anything from them as far as a timeline or features or anything, but if I had my wishes, they would update this for XP11 with a maintenance feature to it. Maintenance and failures, that would be awesome. Just saying. So anyone at Airfoil Labs might be tuning in, which I'm sure you are. All right, let's you still got 28 up here. Yep, we got plenty of power to kick this thing on. So let's remove these stairs. We'll turn on our beacon light. Prop area is clear. Start engine 1. Low idle. Check for hot start. And hung starts. We have rotation. Oil pressure's in the green. Nice cool start. Wow, 600. Alright, we'll go full power on that. We'll disconnect. Reset Gen 1. So we have nothing on external and 28 volts on the left gen. We're going to use the left gen to start the right engine now that the GPU guy is gone. Low idle. Checking for hot start, hung start, oil pressure's in the green. See if this tops out around 600 also. Got rotation. All good there, over 50. Ignition off. Reset, reset. 28 across the board, leave it on triple fed. Got Gentie lights. Do it a second time on the engine gens instead of ground power unit. And the current temperature here is 30 degrees, so we are going to get our environment, our electric heat going because it is cold. So we need 11 psi per side. So we got 11 on that, turn that off. Got 11 on that. Auto, auto. We need full power for electric heat. And that will start warming things up pretty fast. And we've got gyro suction, pneumatic pressure is in the green, so all good there. Time to power this airplane up for avionics. So we're going to do inverters, which will extinguish these lights. EFIS, avionics master. Autopilot. Trim for takeoff here. Set flaps for takeoff. Turn on the coffee maker and furnace at this point. Check all of our lights. All of our lights are good. We'll slave the gyros. Both sides. Turn on this doohickey. Arlington elevation is 141. One 35.62. Let's set this for 5 and 135.62.
Arlington Muni weather. Wind calm. Visibility 10.
30.50.
31,500 broken. Temperature 0. Dew point -1. Altimeter 3050.
All right, so we got our weather. Elevation's 141, so that's right on target there. So good on that. We are facing, I don't know, what are we facing? Put our heading bug on straight ahead. It's about 255. 255, so avionics are accurate. We'll get our clearance in the air. Transponder, we're going to start off VFR. So that is 1200 for VFR. And what I say, CTAF 122.72. And we're going to try 120.4 for Seattle approach when we're in the air. 725. So we'll taxi up to 16 here in a little bit. As far as autopilot is concerned, alright, so let me find, I guess I'll just use Seattle's VOR. Seattle's 1168. And we'll go VOR, nav data for wind. And we're going to do 22, so we'll say 14.5 roughly to get our clearance in the air. Do auto ignition check here, but first let's check our temperature. So we're nice and toasty now, so we're going to turn off the aft heat blower and that heat. And now we can lower this back down. Do auto throttle. Turn on window heat. Auto ignition, left and right, add power. Those 4 lights will disappear, which they did. Prop anti-ice auto, and the green, turn it back off. No longer in a green, so that's a good check. Need full power for surface de-ice manual wing, and we're looking for a tail de-icer. There's our tail. Do a ground idle stop test. $1,500 RPM or so. Let go of the switch. Goes back to idle on its own. Same thing, except auto feather. We got AFX lights. Feather to left. Engine stabilizes, feather to the right. Arm the auto feather system. Do a cabin pressure check. So we're at 141, so we'll just say negative 500 feet with this test button here on cabin pressure. Should have got about 800 feet per minute down. Good enough. We'll set this for flight level 230 since we're going to go up to 220. Flight level 230, put the dot at 10 o'clock for 500 feet per minute cabin rate. Fuel's fine. Do a EFIS test here, press and hold for 7 seconds. And let me see, runway heading 162. Safety margins 10, flaps, approach, bleed air, anti-ice, off, set markers. So rotate 102, field length required about 3,000. We are good. Turn on taxi and Rico lights. Go ahead and squawk altitude mode Charlie, squawking VFR. Make sure these lights stay off, which they do.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions 30,500 broken. Temperature 0. Dew point -1. Altimeter 3050.
Alright, we are good. Let's take off the brakes here. Make sure I'm online. Yep, online. Arlington traffic, King Air 139, taxiing to runway 16 from East GA ramp, Arlington traffic. You can tell this is a Airfoil Labs airport. They've done a pretty significant update to it, so it matches really well the Orbix Washington, Oregon ortho stuff. Looks really good. Before I had to leave out their the mesh or whatever that came with the scenery, but now I can use the entire scenery, and it just goes really well with Orbic's True Earth scenery stuff. All DC3 there. Flight control check. Good on the left. Good on the right. Only thing I have left to do is punch in the flight plan. You know what? I'll just do that in the air. I know which way we're going. We're going south. Portland is south. Payne VOR is 110.6. That's actually closer, so let's do 110.6 for Payne. There we go. Now we're actually getting it to show up. That way we can give a DME, and if he does say go direct, we don't have to worry about having the flight plan entered right away. I've got Payne and Seattle on standby, so good to go. It's a little bit of a bumpy road right here. Alright, auto ignition is on. We'll do a quick fuel check here. Good on fuel. Auto ignition is on. Engine anti-ice on for bird strikes and such. We'll do landing lights and strobes, ice light, pitot, stall warning. Do prop sync. And we're holding short 1-6. So we're just going to do a straight out departure. Yeah, that sounds good. Arlington traffic, King Air 139 taking off runway 16 for a straight out departure, Arlington traffic. All right, y'all. Let's go. Do full on the condition there. Bring up the engine 50%. Get the props max. Props are good.
Auto feather lights on. Airspeed alive. 60 knots. V1. Rotate. V2. Positive rate. Gear up. Attitudes check. Gear indicates up.
Just getting her trimmed for AOA right now.
Flaps indicates up.
About 2,000 feet per minute sounds good to me. Gears up, Flaps are up. Already reduced the prop a smidgen. Arlington traffic, King Air 139, departing to the south, leaving 2000. Last call, Arlington traffic. All right, let's go to Seattle approach 120.4. And we are short of the Payne VOR. So Payne VOR. Right about there. We'll arm at nav so we can be direct to it. And once we straighten out here, add some power. Drop our nose a little bit, pick up some speed. Good afternoon, Seattle approach, King Air 1399, VFR leaving 4000, about 10 miles north of the Payne VOR. I'd like to pick up my IFR to Portland.
1399, Seattle departure, squawk 4552, maintain VFR.
4552, maintain VFR, King Air 1399. 4552. No, he didn't say ident, so he just said squawk, so we don't have to ident or anything. I also know Payne is like the first shelf of the Bravo airspace, so. But that goes up.
1399 radar contact, 6 miles north of Payne, the Payne altimeter 3050, and cleared to the Portland Airport via direct Payne, then a style, climb maintain 15,000.
3050, cleared to Portland via direct Payne VOR, then it's filed, climb maintain 15,000, 1399.
Correct.
Alright, 15, and we're actually getting a little bit slow now. So
Yeah, 121 Foxtrot.
increase that. We're 4 miles from Payne, so let's do flight plan. Payne Airway to Victor 23 to Seattle.
Parking, VFR, north heading at 3000.
Or 2651 Charlie, Capital clearance, departure frequency 127.4, squawk 4234. Second, your type aircraft.
Yeah, 2651 Charlie, Cessna 172, 127.4, 4234.
So we'll intercept.
2651 correct.
Oh, I'm getting too slow. I need to pay attention to this vertical speed stuff. It's my fault, oversaturating myself. Alright, so go to climb mode here, add some power. Yeah, actually, I'm going to take off the power and we'll close up the anti-ice. Then we'll increase the power. All is good.
Capital Ground, Cessna 2651 Charlie, ready to taxi 17 right available.
2651 Charlie, Capital Ground, runway 17 right, taxi via Alpha.
2651 Charlie, taxi 17 right via Alpha.
All right, let's finish the rest of this.
King Air 1399, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Seattle Center 126.6, King Air 1399. 26.6. Seattle Center, King Air 1399, 10,000, 500, climbing 15,000.
King Air 1399, Seattle Center, climb maintain for level 220.
Climb maintain flight level 220, 1399.
1220 Quebec, contact Seattle Center 126.6. Condition 6.
All right, going all the way up. And sink our heading bug there.
Sears 122 Sierra Quebec, Seattle Center, the Olympia altimeter 3049er.
All right, back to flight plan. We're going to Portland. And let me see what Portland's D8 is doing. Looks like they're still landing west. So we'll do Portland procedure arrival. And we're doing the Crater 2 from Buzo for west traffic load. And as I briefed earlier, that will take us to Shine. Wrong way. And Lloyd 6000. So all those altitudes are accurate. So good to go. Put that back on map. Turn off the auto feather for right now. Yaw damper is on verified. That would have been usually a little earlier, but I should have put in the flight plan first, I guess. Or at least the first two waypoints, that would have made things a little bit faster. Engine ice is off. Landing lights are off. Cabin pressure is climbing. Now in climb mode, which is this autopilot feature here, climb and descend, it will do its best to maintain, I just added a bunch of power, but it will do its best to maintain about 1,500 feet per minute, which is why it's a little high right now, because I just boosted the power. And it will shed speed to maintain that vertical speed, but it won't go less than stall speed, like around 140, 130 maybe. So if you're in climb mode, you don't have to worry about stalling out. That's a cool feature. It'll take you all the way to whatever you set in cruise here. One thing you have to do is keep adding power as you climb higher.
Denver Center, Mustang 1 or Citation 1 Sierra Charlie is number 1 ready for departure at Rifle.
Station 1 Sierra Charlie, release for departure. Clearance flight up and off in 5 minutes. Change to advisory frequencies approved.
1 Sierra Charlie released.
Alright, transition altitude is flight level 180. All within the United States, it's 180. No matter where you are, you switch to standard 2992. Everybody flies on standard
130 Foxtrot.
above their transition
IFR
altitude,
cancellation,
wherever
proceed
that may be. You know, overseas, a lot of places either 5,000 or 7,500. United States, it's always 18,000, no matter what. Another little umph of power, get us up here. This plane won't blow up. Doesn't have failures, like I said. I could force a failure through the X-plane failures, like engine fire, but it's not as fun because it doesn't actually like simulate engine fire. There's no fire that bellows out or no smoke. It will kill the engine though, so if you want to practice like going through the steps, you could. I've done it before. Of course, that's not really my style of flying. I like just flying from point A to point B, problem free. If I wanted the potential of problems, I would fly for real, I guess. But I wouldn't mind a maintenance though. I think that would be enjoyable to where you have to like really pay attention to the oil, otherwise you could have a failure. Kind of like the TBM does with their walk around inspection. Alright, we'll turn the seatbelts off. Come back here. Give tables. Seatbelt signs are off. You're all good. Climbing away.
Number 2651 Charlie, Capital Tower. You're a northbound departure, correct? (2651 Charlie), make a right down on departure, runway 17 right, cleared for takeoff.
Portland's 22 feet. Crater 2. The approach be ILS 28 right. ATIS is 128.35. We'll check in with that after a little bit. We'll pick up our speed, back off our props for our cruise. Bring this down to about 80 because as I lower my props, the torque will actually increase. We can increase our torque to about 91 or so. As we increase our speed, this will continue to rise, so we'll keep an eye on that. Looking good, looking good.
Yeah, Denver Center, citation 10 Charlie, 12000.
Top descent in about 6 minutes.
Number 10 Charlie, Denver, squawk ident.
Idented 10 Charlie.
You don't have to say ident. If they tell you to ident, you just ident and it creates a flash.
10 Charlie, radar
So
contact.
the flash is your response. You don't have to say ident and then flash at the same time.
Thank you.
Just if they say ident, just do it. I mean, that is their acknowledgement that you heard them. Is the flash on their radar scope shows that you heard them. So for you to say ident over the radio, it's kind of like a waste of time, really, in my opinion. It's not a big deal. It's just you don't need to. It's not like you broke any rules or anything. All right. So really not a whole lot to do for the cruise for the next 6 minutes. So I'm just going to pause the recording there and we'll pick it back up top of descent. See you in a second. All right, we're coming up to 1 minute top of descent. So I'm just going to remind the controller that I'm at my top of descent. Or, yeah. I'll wait till it hits a 1 minute mark because he'll give me the descent via pretty quickly after that. So the first restriction is 1000 at Helms.
Go ahead.
Vertical track.
265 on Charlie, say equipment topics.
Might have to dive down a little bit.
Stand by.
Seattle Center, King Air 1399. I'm at my top of descent.
1399 descend via the crater, send me the crater 2 arrival, runway 28 right transition, Portland altimeter 3046.
3046, descend via the crater 2 arrival, 28 right transition, King Air 1399, thanks. Alright, so we're starting down, right on time.
For 2651, Charlie's cleared to the Marysville Airport via direct grid. That's Golf Romeo India Delta Delta, and then direct. Maintain 3000.
So we got to be at 1000 at Helms, or above it rather, not at.
$265 on Charlie, read back correct. I'm going to amend that though. Car maintain 4000. 4000 will be your cruise.
And 3046. So we'll just bounce that up to 3050 minus 100.
0.4.
10.4 to Quebec.
Minus 100. So that would be, I don't know, negative 80 or so.
Just 122 Sierra Quebec, Seattle approach, the Seattle altimeter 3049er.
Cabin is descending. And we'll get ahead of this because it's pretty darn high, so 346. Definitely hazy. So we can be at 11 at crater as well. So once we pass Hounds, we'll just continue down to 10,000 and then 7,000. We'll just keep stepping her down. I'll just move that over there for now.
One Sierra Charlie, I got a slight reroute for you, advisor to copy.
Go ahead, 1 Sierra Charlie.
1 Sierra Charlie, cleared to the Northern Colorado Airport, direct powder, Papa Oscar, Whiskey Delta Romeo, and the powder 1 arrival.
Again,
Charlie is cleared
this
to
just means
spaceport,
above 11,000. This
via
is
direct
between
powder
10 and
powder 1
13
arrival.
at Crater.
Sierra Charlie, read back correct.
Looks like we are 5 miles to Hounds. The ILS is 1113. Just use it for situational awareness. Pretty sure it's going to be visual conditions. 283 on the course heading. So we'll do
November 1 Sierra Charlie, cross powder at flight level 190.
Was that cross powder at 190 for 1 Sierra Charlie?
Affirmative.
Okay, cross powder at flight level 190, 1 Sierra Charlie.
283. All right, next restrictions, 10,000 is the lowest. Got to be below 13,000, which we should have no problem because it's 9 miles to go. It's the volcano.
The 130 Foxtrot. NorCal approach, clear to the 5 Charlie Alpha 8 airport is filed, so maintain 14,000. Departure frequency 119.2, squawk 4732.
Seatbelts are on now. Good to go. And we gotta be below 13,000 feet
Number 130
by
Foxtrot.
Crater. Looks like we're
Feedback
fixing to
correct.
do that
Transmission
because
would
we're
have gone
at
off
4
30 minutes.
miles to go. That's why that top of descent was critical to get it right on for the glide path of 1,500 feet per minute with this plane. I can alter that. I can nose it down to 2,000 feet per minute if I had to, but if you nail it just right, you usually hit all the restrictions right on the money. So let's see if we can get ATIS.
Is requested. Notice to airman runway 321 closed. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Tango. Portland International Airport. ATIS information, Tango.
Here, 1399, contact Portland approach 124.35.
Portland approach 124.35, King Air 1399. Portland approach, King Air 1399, descend via the Crater 228 right, transition, leaving 1600, current with Tango, request visual, 28 right approach.
King Air 139 Portland approach, thanks for Tango, altimeter 3046, expect back to visual approach, runway 28 right.
3046, and I can plan on that. King Air 1399. It was an inspect, it was a expect, so I didn't have to repeat it. Only an instruction do you have to repeat. That was an acknowledgement, just saying I can plan on that. If he had said, you know, given me like a vector right now for visual 28 right, then I would have had to have repeated it. But since it was not an instruction, there was nothing really to repeat other than the altimeter setting. Gun pressure is still dropping, so looking good there. 10,000 feet. Turn on some lights. Yeah, we'll take this down. To 7,000. Wind speed is 6. Wind direction 360. Runway heading 280. Set. We need 3,100 feet of runway. All good. All right, next one is 6,000 foot. So we need 2,200 feet for that, 2,300 feet.
Norco departure, November 130 Foxtrot, climbing through 5,800.
Or 130 Foxtrot, Norco departure, squawk head on.
There's a flash, 130 Foxtrot.
30 Foxtrot, radar contact 13 miles northwest of Reno. The Reno altimeter 3029er.
29er, November 130 Foxtrot.
Alright, we should be at 6,000 by liquid, 3 miles. 1,200 feet per minute, and we should have no problem making that restriction. It was a tiny bit high. It's all right. It's my fault, kind of messed up on the descent profile there. It's close enough.
Number 2651 Charlie, turn left heading 290 vectors for grid.
And vector left turn 290, vector for grid, 2651 Charlie.
Number 1 Sierra Charlie, connect Denver approach 120.35.
Let's do auto ignition. Auto feather, now that we're a little bit lower. See, this is how it should look with gusty, mountainous winds, not like the over-exaggerated Microsoft Flight Simulator where it would throw a plane this size around like a rag doll, even with little tiny gusts. It's just so annoying to me after flying this simulator for so long how realistic this looks, and then how unrealistic Microsoft Flight Simulator looks. Microsoft has better like ortho, and the scenery looks, you know, pretty poppin'. But as for the wind gusts, it's so annoying how much it flutters around.
King Air 1399 is going to maintain 5,000.
Descend to maintain 5,000, King Air 1399. 5,000, skipper on down here.
Denver approach, hello, citation 10 Charlie, flight level 190, we have the weather at spaceport and an approach request.
12 Charlie, Denver approach, the spaceport altimeter 2989er, descend to maintain 1000, I'll get your request in a second.
Descend maintain 1000, 10 Charlie.
26.9. Ground is 0.9er.
One zero Charlie, say your request.
Like the RNAV runway 35 from Falcon 10 Charlie.
I can give it to you from Harbor straight in if you'd rather have that. Do you want to do the full procedure from Falcon though?
I'd like to do the full procedure from Falcon if that's okay with you, 10 Charlie.
10 Charlie, expected from Falcon.
I'm sorry, say again for 10 Charlie.
Expect the approach from Falcon.
We'll expect that 10 Charlie.
NorCal approach, Cessna 2651 Charlie. Just a clarification, I'm showing grid is about a 330 off the right. Is this vector actually for grid?
This is a vector, so that your intercept that grid from your turn to grid to 90 degrees, so I got to take you west.
2651 Charlie, roger, thank you.
Alright, once I get to, he's either going to turn me.
Air 1399, detain 3000 and turn right heading 200.
Send to 3000 and right turn 200, King Air 1399. 3000. 200.
Number 2651 Charlie, cleared direct grid, cross grid at 4000, cleared RNAV runway 14 approach.
I'll go procedure approach.
2651 Charlie.
Visual 28 right.
For the RNAV 14 approach, cross grid at 4000.
Load and activate.
One two two circle back information Papa current at Payne, the Payne altimeter 3050. 3050 would do it, Papa. Two check back. Thank you. King Air 1399, turn right heading 250, verify descending to 3000.
250 and affirmative descending to 3000, and I have the field King Air 1399.
Perfect, King Air 1399 cleared visual approach runway 28 right, connect Portland Tower 118.7.
Cleared to a visual 28 right, tower 118.7, King Air 1399. 18.7. Let's do 18.7.
Number 10 Charlie, cleared Falcon, cross Falcon at or above 9,000, cleared RNAV runway 35 approach.
Clear direct Falcon, cross Falcon at or above 9,000, cleared RNAV runway 35 approach, 10 Charlie.
Portland Tower, King Air 1399, visual 28 right approach.
King Air 1399, Portland Tower, wind 350 at 6, runway 28 right, clear to land.
28 right, clear to land, King Air 1399. It is
Number 122,
breezy here
Tower
though.
120.2.
120.2, two check back.
San Francisco delivery, good afternoon. Southwest 1310 with information Echo, requesting clearance down to San Diego.
Southwest 1310, San Francisco clearance, clear to the San Diego Lindbergh Airport offshore to departure, Mickey transition, and then as filed, climb via SID, except maintain 10,000. Departure frequency 135.1, squawk 2753.
We'll assume at right traffic.
Clear down to San Diego on the offshore to departure McKay. This is the transition, not above 11,000. Departure frequency 135.
Slight tailwind.
2753, Southwest 1310.
South 1310, climb via SID, except maintain 10,000.
1,000 feet to minimum.
Apologies, climb via SID, except maintain 10,000, Southwest 1310.
Let's drop
Southwest
those.
1310, read back correct.
Add a little bit of flaps.
Bank Tower, Sirius 122, check
Add props.
2600, 9 to the southeast over Mulby, and inbound full stop at Papa. Request the right base for 34 right if they could work.
Do a little bit
Sirius
fast on the
122,
landing
Bank
because we have a
Tower, right
tailwind.
base, runway 34 right, report 2 mile right base.
Right base 34 right, going 2 miles out, 2 check back.
500 feet to minimums. Feet to minimums.
Doctor, approach November 130 Foxtrot. We'd like to cancel IFR at this time.
100 feet to minimums.
November 130 Foxtrot, IFR cancellation received. Do you want to hold on to radar services?
No, we're good. Thanks. November 130
Minimums.
Foxtrot.
130 Foxtrot, radar services terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Squawk and
Flaps
maintain
full,
VFR, frequency
3
change approved.
green.
November 130 Foxtrot. Good day.
Everything is good. We're coming in hot. I don't know why I found that funny. Drop it like it's hot.
100 feet. 50 feet. 40 knots.
Man, I feel so low to the ground. I'm used to flying airliners lately. Felt like I was just crawling on the ground. Alright. Portland Tower, King Air 139, looking for Atlantic.
King Air 139, taxi to Atlantic via Alpha, monitor ground, we'll see you.
Parking via Alpha, monitor ground, King Air 1399, we'll see it. 21.9er.
Let's do Sierra, come back, runway 34 right, clear to land.
34 right, clear to land, was about to go to check back.
Flaps.
Yep, no worries.
Pitot, landing light, strobes. Auto ignition. Open says moi. Believe is left of the yellow line, yeah.
Number 2651 Charlie, report IFR cancellation or missed approach in the air on this frequency or on the ground on 122.2. Change to advisory frequency is approved.
Yeah, go and advise your frequency. I'll either cancel with you on the ground or in the air.
All right, brake is set. Taxi, Rico lights. Turn off the seat belts, coffee maker. Turn off the environment and bleed system.
Right now, Sirius 122, check back clear of 34 right Golf.
Turn that off.
Taxi Golf out to regular.
To Sierra Quebec, taxi back via Golf, remain this frequency.
We would actually need Golf and Delta if that's okay with you. Approved. Thank you.
Disconnected.
Prop sync is off. EFIS, inverters, feather the props, fuel cutoff. Let's see what it looked like on replay.
Flaps indicates up. Minimums.
God, I felt like I was riding along the ground, but I think I've flown, the last two flights I did were big planes. The last one was the Boeing 767, which I think I just uploaded to YouTube also
60
yesterday.
knots.
So check that one out as well. That was a pretty cool flight. And before that, I think I flew, I don't think I uploaded it, but I think I flew the Toulouse A346, the A3400, the 4-engine. So yeah, going from big airliners that have,
100 feet.
that you're pretty high up to this thing, man, it seemed like I was riding on the ground.
50 feet.
I was like, my gear down? I checked. I checked. Didn't get any greasier than that.
40 knots.
Actually, Wish this thing had a high speed. That'd be nice. Well, can't wait till they release an update for this for XP12. Hope it comes soon. I hope the mod that I use works too sometime in the near future. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I should have loaded it with airplanes.
Southwest 827, maintain 170 knots.
Did I forget that?
Contact tower 135.3.
Yeah, I forgot to load it with airplanes. That's why there's no airplanes at the gates.
Good day, Southwest 827.
No biggie. All right, y'all take care. See you next time. Chase out.
125, 175. 25, 420.